It's hard to speak when you're going to cry. Yes. It's so good to be with you all today. Thank you for letting me come. Jeff, thank you for recommending me. So I want to talk about dog lessons this morning, obviously. And I remember when we were taking a puppy that we had to PetSmart because they do dog training. Anybody done dog training at a place like that? And so we did it. I've forgotten how many weeks you go and you come to train your dog. About the second time I was there, it finally dawned on me that they're not training the dog. They're training us. That we're the ones that need the training. The dog knows what to do. So I'm calling this dog lessons, but it's not about us giving dogs lessons. It's about what dogs give us, what we learn. And so here's what I kind of want to do. Let me set the context for this. As I grow older and more aware of my mortality, Samuel Johnson, who was kind of the Mark Twain of England back in the Renaissance and the Enlightenment, he was a humorist in England, and he wrote that when a man knows he's going to be hanged in a fortnight, it concentrates his mind wonderfully. So I'm concentrating these days and thinking about what's important, what's valuable. So I've been thinking about ways to be closer to God. And God is whoever you think God is. It's like the spirit of life, the spirit of love, the pervasive consciousness of the universe that connects us all, the goodness that is there. So when I think about how to be closer to that, I've kind of come up with, in my mind, at least 5 ways that we get closer to God. We're doing some of it today with fellowship with one another. And we're doing it with prayer and meditation. We're doing it whenever we read valuable, wise sayings from scriptures or from wise people around the world and in all times. We're doing it whenever we perform acts of service, as we attempt to not just agree that social justice is good, but be the justice that's in the world, be the good that is in the world. And we do it by communing with nature. So I'm going to take a small piece of nature today, and that's one of the ways I feel like in times of stress in the world and in times of personal stress, how do we find peace in our hearts? And how do we get focused on priorities that are valuable and that give meaning to our life? Because I think that the 3 questions that we all ask as human beings at all times of our lives, especially at some times like adolescence and old age, is who am I? What should I do, and what difference does it make? And so when we're looking for those things, nature is a way that we get close to our value and our meaning and our purpose in life. I go out for walks, and when the heat's as bad as it is right now in Texas summers, I go indoors to walk. But most of the time I go out to, right now I'm in Lockhart, so I go out to the hiking trails at Texas State Park in Lockhart. And it's beautiful out there. And I'm so glad that whoever mentioned walking around outdoors here today and seeing the flowers blooming and all those wonderful things, it puts you in touch with something that's really important. When I was a graduate student in Abilene, Texas, there wasn't much to see out there. But at night, I'd go out on a cloudless night and gaze at, you can see the Milky Way. If you have to wait about 30 minutes to let your eyes adjust. And you got to be in a dark region, but that's Abilene. And you look up and you just see. And so what happens is, it filled me with awe and wonder. And it also filled me with humility to think that this little biped crawling around on this little planet was part of something vast and incredible and mysterious. But then I figured out at some point that we can commune with nature indoors. And that's where we get to our pets. There's a reason why the old saying is that dogs are man's best friend. I think dogs have helped us with hunting and with survival back in the early development of our evolution when we were hunters and gatherers. And I heard a neuroscientist from Baylor College of Medicine say he thinks that the dogs trained us. We didn't train the dogs. Like your story, Janeth, it's the dog who says, you know, if you'll let me in, I can help you I can run faster than you and I can smell better than you, and we can both benefit from our partnership. Dogs have always been a part of us. I went to Abilene Christian College, and I remember a keynote speaker at a student orientation giving all kinds of practical tips about being a college student and all those things. And then he gave 5 personal tips. And I don't remember 4 of them, but I'll never forget the one where he said, if you're thinking about getting a pet and you can't decide between a dog or a cat, do what Jesus would do, get a dog. Now, I'm also a cat lover, so I'm not, you know, and I know some of you have wonderful pets other than dogs. But I'm kind of emphasizing the dog piece of this because of things that I've experienced myself. So dogs are amazing creatures. And somebody has said, of course, this only works for English, but dog spelled backwards is God. So we're going to hear Jessica sing about that, or Yesenia sing about that after my message today. I used to ask people, I wonder why, like if I die and I'm still here, which I think I will be, I want to ask God, you know, why don't dogs get to live as long as we do? Because I have lost my best friend several times. And then somebody said to me, and I think it's wise, well, the dogs are here to help us, but they can only take so much, and God, in His mercy, lets them go first. So that's probably right. It makes it easier for me to think about that. So what I want to do, Aaron, if you can throw some dog pictures up on the screen for me, please, now. Here's what I want to do, and I'll just get you the message is that we can, the more dog-like we are, the better people we are. So let's learn the lessons that our dogs teach us. And so the 3 dogs you have on the screen, they're my dogs. These are my granddaughters, and my one of them's a niece. So the first one is Gigi, the one on the left, and she's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and she blesses my brother's family, and so she's my niece, grandniece, and she is so smart and so cuddly. And I'm amazed at how much she can learn, and I've learned from her that dogs love to interact with us. They like the communication. And so she knows things that's just amazing. And my brother and sister-in-law just take it for granted how smart she is and how well she does. She knows exactly what to do at certain times of day. And so my sister-in-law gets up early, and she's out first, and then so she goes outside and does things. But then about an hour later, she goes in and gets my brother up. It's time for you to get up now. He's the one late riser, late to go to bed and late to rise. The middle dog is Ellie, and I've known Ellie since she was a baby. And I have several pictures of her, but the picture with the stick in hand reminds me of her little early years when I used to play with her in Rough House. And sometimes, as a minister, I can remember some times when we were all in Austin, I would come over in a suit. That was a mistake because Ellie knew that when Grandpa's coming, it's time to play. And so she'd attack me, and if her feet were muddy, well, there goes the coat, you know. But do you have, my grandchildren are here, Kyle and Sydney, and that's their dog. Do you have any words you want to say about Ellie? I'm going to let you all talk about your dogs in a minute, so this is how we're doing it. Do you have anything? And where's the microphone if you want? Is it on, or how do we turn it on? On the bottom? There we go. Any wonderful things you want to say about your dog? And we don't see one of their other dogs, because I don't have a picture of him, and that's Cowboy, and Cowboy loves me.
Ellie's a sweet girl. We love her. She loves her grandpa.
Yes.
Every time he comes to visit, it's like World War III, like they go crazy. But it's just because she's known him since she was little, and she's very selective actually about who she likes and who she lets in her life. And Grandpa happens to be one of those people. Mm-hmm. And Kyle, her dad. But yeah, she's really sweet, and she loves, sticks. Yes.
Kyle, anything you want to say? All right, I'll take that back. Get ready, folks. I'm going to pass this around. So the other dog is Callie. She's a rescue dog, and my daughter in Austin and their family have her. She may be the most affectionate dog I've ever known. All of them are very intelligent. You know that if you have a dog. You know that they're smarter than you think they are. And they know us better than we know them, right? Like children do. Children, if we're the parents, the parents are their world, so they know them very well. Dogs are that way in our lives, right? I did have a couple of good cat experiences, by the way, just so you cat lovers can. I want you to talk if you have them. But I'm allergic to cats, and I suspect that they know that because they love to cuddle me. They want to get up in my lap and make me cry and choke, but they're wonderful. Okay, so but Callie is just the sweetest thing. When I go see her in Austin, I'll usually bring her a McDonald's breakfast sandwich because she loves that. And of course, I tear everything off except just the meat, and then she gets to eat it. But she knows that, I thought she didn't notice that, so I was running late one time and didn't bring the sandwich. That was a mistake. I could tell. She went, "You're here, and where's my breakfast?" You know. But she'll attack me, so I have to get down on the ground so that she doesn't disobey Mom, who says you can't jump on people. I agree with that, but she can jump on me. So I get down at her level, and then she just French kisses me and does stuff, and then anything I'm bringing in, I have to go back to the car and bring it in. But the first thing is that greeting is really important, you know. Okay, I've been too long on my dogs. Let's go to another one, another picture if you've got one. Okay, whose is that? Who? Can I get you to talk about? We got to turn up the volume. Try now. It's on. Just
okay.
There you go.
Charlie Wilson. I got him from ACS, and they told me he was 2 years old. So I thought, well, that's a good age. He's going to be out of the puppy stage and what have you. So I brought him home. He had kennel cough really bad. I took him to the vet, and the vet said, "You know, you adopted a terrorist, right?" And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, he's half Yorkie and half wire-haired Jack Russell Terrier. He's a terrorist.
Yes.
Trust me. And
or at least a terrierist.
Yes, and he has been, but he also has his sweet moments. He sleeps with me in bed, and he knows to go outside right off the bat. Well, he was 2 months old. So now he's just over a year old. He weighed like under 10 pounds when I got him. I thought, oh, that's perfect lap-sized dog.
Yeah.
Well, now he's 22 pounds. And he still can lay on my lap, but only half of him.
And I bet he eats a lot.
So he's quite a character, always getting in trouble, always tearing things up.
Yeah.
And so we have to keep a close eye on him.
Okay. Aaron, how many pictures do we have? Quite a few? Okay. So, and Janet, how long do we have? I'm trying to figure out how we can make this work. How many minutes? 5 minutes left? Okay. Who wants to talk about your dog? Who would like to talk to us about your dog? And even without the picture. I mean, if you don't have a picture, that doesn't matter.
We've had three.
No, he'll turn it up.
Just,
Yeah, there you go.
we've had three wonderful dogs, and of course, we had, like you said, they don't live long enough.
Yeah.
And the last one died 15 years ago, something like that. I still miss those dogs big time.
Sure.
This is bringing back big time memories,
Yeah.
good memories.
Yeah, okay. All right, someone else who would like to, has something you want to tell us? There you go.
Most everybody knows Jax. He's my HEB dog. There he is. I got him the first week of COVID, and he saved my sanity, which he does to this day.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to say about him. He's a lover.
Thank you. Okay. Wonderful. Where? Okay, Tully.
Yeah, real quick. We don't have a picture of our dog named Buckshot, otherwise Bucky. And Bucky was a St. Bernard. He weighed about 175 pounds. He's not one of the, oh, there he is right in the middle. That's Buckshot.
There you go.
And one of the greatest mistakes that ended up not being a mistake is when I took Buckshot to college with me. Seriously. And we found a home right outside campus, right within our view, and we could walk out and say hello, and a neighbor ended up taking care of him, and what a wonderful life. One last thing, we lived on a big ranch, a real large, beautiful ranch, but somebody had to watch our kid when he's out there playing, and it was a Buckshot. Buckshot was the one that guarded our puppy dog. Thank you.
That's great. Okay, I think we got a minute or two. Who else? Oh, Jeff? Yeah?
Okay, here's Mama Grace. Here she is in her later years. I got her like 16 years ago at the, I don't know, it was a pound with the animal shelter in Georgetown. And we didn't know what she was, so I ran that test on her. She was 1/8 Rottweiler, 1/8 Chow, 1/8 Cocker Spaniel, 3/8 Pit, and one more thing, and then they said, well, there's still 1/8, we don't know what it is, but I know what it is, and please excuse my French, but it turned out to be badass, because she's fine with everyone and every dog as long as they don't try to go after her, but if they do, that's a mistake. Now, she doesn't do that so much now, she's a little older, but she's been a great dog for 15, 16 years. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I'm coming. Here we go, Taylor.
I am incredibly thankful that when I was first married, I went through this phase of baby or puppy, and I chose puppy, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. And Arisi was adopted from Romania and is one of my best friends, and Aaron is also her best friend now.
All right, I know we're running close on time. Aaron, maybe you could just run some of the pictures through for us so we can see everybody's animals. Does anybody else just have a burning desire to make a statement about your loved one, your dear pet? Yes, you. Okay.
We each have a dog in our household. One of them is the amazing puppy girl, which was found in a park in Austin, Texas. We call her Maisie, but it is the amazing puppy. There she is, the German Shepherd dog. That's the amazing puppy girl. And the other one is Kimosabi,
Yeah.
because he followed Jeff home on Jeff's birthday a few years back, and Jeff tried to protest and say, that is not my dog. And I said, that is your dog, and his name is Kimosabi.
So everybody remembers Kimosabi is what Tonto called the Lone Ranger. I presume that's where you, yeah, got that. Okay, folks, I know everybody's got more stories. What I want to encourage you is keep telling these stories to each other, because honestly, this is inspiring stuff, right? I wrote a list of things that I've learned from dogs. I've learned empathy. Our dog knows when you're sad or when you're sick, right? Compassion. Selfless love. I'm just going to list these, and you all could add more. Loyalty. Family ties. We're all pack animals, after all. And our dogs are part of our family, our cats. Courage. Janeth's story was a story of courage. Self-sacrifice. They will give their life for you. Being fully present in the moment is something that a dog teaches us, right? Live in the present. Don't be anxious about tomorrow. Don't regret yesterday. That's a dog. Tender-hearted, joyful. If your dog is not joyful, you're doing something wrong. That's where it comes from. So they tell you that. Playful, trusting. They're collaborative. They love, in fact, when we play games together, that they know what you're going to do and what they're supposed to do, whether it's throwing a ball or whatever it is. Obedient. Obedience is a virtue, and I'm not sure we always know that in our lives. But it's how we respect and help each other. Somebody's got to decide what we're going to do, and somebody's got to say, okay. That's a dog. Affectionate. I have to probably start, I think I said that already, but those are some of the things those are dog lessons. They make our lives better. They contribute to us as much as we contribute to them. They are part of our lives, and it helps us. And so I just want to say in conclusion, you see this on bumper stickers or T-shirts sometimes. There's a little prayer, which is, Lord, help me to be the kind of person my dog thinks I am. Amen.